Hi, I'm Dolph Chance of Clear Income Strategies Group, and welcome to Did You Know? This topic, Did You Know this week, is indexed annuities, the ins and outs, the pros and cons, and what is an indexed annuity. A lot of information out there, folks, people listen to, and they all get a bad rap, but you got to know the difference between the four different annuities: the fixed, the indexed, the variable, and the immediate. And if you know and you find the right one for you, it'll be very beneficial for you going into the future. So we're just going to randomly go through what is an indexed annuity and did you know? Can I take money out every year of an indexed annuity? Absolutely. There's very, very, very few index annuities out there that does not let you to take out between 5 and 10% of that value of your indexed annuity with no penalties whatsoever every single year. You need to find out what your liquidity options are within the index annuities because there's a lot of them out there. Some let you take out in the first year, some you have to wait a year, some even have to wait 2 years. But every single one of them does have liquidity options of either 5, 7, or 10% of index liquidity options every year. This is the biggest question about what an index annuity is. Are all index annuities the same? Yes, but mainly no. Every one of them is differently structured. There's 4 different types of indexed annuities. You have some that are generally just made for just liquidity only. Then you have just strictly for growth. And then you have for income. Then you have for legacy planning. This is the biggest purpose of working with an independent agent versus a captive is finding it's not a one size fits all avenue out there. Generally, most annuities favor 2 of the 4 topics, like growth and liquidity usually go together, growth and income go together, and income and legacy planning generally go together. This is where some people will try to sell you on bonuses and they'll try to offer these huge bonuses, but know what the annuity is designed for. What are you getting the annuity besides protection? What are you getting the annuity for? Are you getting it for income or are you just getting it for simple growth? This is the big difference right there. Is it one index or several? And who chooses these indexes? Wonderful question. And this again is one of the big parts of the benefits of an indexed annuity. Every company out there, like so we work with over 36 of them out there, has their bread and butter strategy for indexes. These indexes that you can get are linked to your fixed annuity to share the gains for your annuity. Now, if someone's only offering you 2 different annuities with only like 4 different indexes on each one of them, you might want to reconsider because there's a plethora of indexes out there to choose from. Finding the ones that you feel comfortable for, again, whether it's for growth, income, or legacy planning, is a big part of the index strategy. And a lot of people out there, can you change the indexes if you find another index performing? Within the index annuity itself, yes, you can. Whether it's a 1 year, a 2 year, or a 3 year point to point, each year you should be getting together with your advisor and they can go over the strategies and layer them accordingly to the state of the economy. Is the economy doing wonderful? Well, then, and your index is performing, then why would you make a change? But if we're starting to get high inflation like we are currently in 2022, or we have an election year, or things start changing, of course, you need to readjust your indexes. That's a big thing is you're not locked into one index the whole time. You're allowed to change them around going forward. This is a big myth of an indexed annuity, and this is where variable annuities are linked to the stock market. An index annuity, the money is linked to the stock market, but it's not in the stock market. You're getting the pros, you're getting the gains, but no losses within an index and within an annuity, within an indexed annuity, excuse me. The worst you can do in any given year is a 0. Okay. Not your ideal, but would you rather go down 0% or go down 20, 30, 40% in any given year? Once the gains are in your annuity, they're locked in there. Every anniversary, they lock in your gains going forward, then it starts in there. Where if you're going like this and you're up and then the market takes you, you know what? You're not suffering that downside. That's where the protection of an annuity is great. You're going to get generally between 60 and 70% of the upside, maybe a little bit more on others, but you're protecting yourself against the downside risk. What fees are involved? This is a wonderful area. This depends on you. The average fixed or fixed index annuity has 0 fees. But if you're going to pay a fee for something, you're going to get one of the several things follows. You're going to get more liquidity. You're going to get higher participation rate, which means higher potential gains. A booster basically would say on your indexes. So instead of getting 100% index, you can get 150% of the gains. You can pay a fee to get an income rider, which will guarantee you lifetime income that you can never outlive. You can pay a fee to get legacy planning, a guaranteed death benefit for your rider, or you can even pay a fee to get an extra bonus attached for it. So that was the only way you're going to pay a fee within an index annuity, is if you add a rider to it. If you're not adding any riders to your index annuity and you don't need that extra bonus, that extra booster on the income rate, income rider, legacy planning, then there's no fees attached to it. But if you do have a fee comes out of it, it comes out of the death benefit. It doesn't come out of your accumulation. If you do have a fee comes out of there, that fee is credited over the year time frame, and it's taken away from your account value as well as taken away from your death benefit. What happens if the market crashes? Well, if the market crashes, this is one of the reasons people get into indexed annuities, is they want to get that upside potential, but they want to take away that downside risk. The only way value in your index annuity can go down is one of two ways. One, you take money out of there, or two, if you have a fee that you put on there for a rider. Those are the only two ways you can go down in an index annuity. The market could go down 150%. Your annuity is going to stay the same. That's the big benefit. Do I have any protections, and what are they? Yes, your protections is zero is your hero. Annuities are worked on guarantees. They're not worked on promises. They're going to guarantee you one thing. They're not going to promise you this. They're going to show you underperformance, but overachieving. And that's the beautiful part of protection, guarantee, and growth within an index annuity, is knowing versus guessing. That is one of the biggest things, reasons why, is you want market gains, but you don't want to take market losses. And isn't a return on an index annuity different than a fixed or variable annuity? And absolutely. Why? Absolutely. A fixed annuity, as we've talked about before, is just a fixed rate. Let's just say 3% for 5 years. Boom, that's all it is. Indexed annuities can have returns anywhere from zero. I've seen double digits returns. I've seen high as 22%, 23% in a 1-year index annuity. Do they happen all the time? No, they don't. But they do have the opportunity to have good double-digit returns. Variable annuity, they can go up 40%, they can go down 40%. There's no consistency on them. I choose not to work with variable annuities because of all the intangibles on them, all the high fees on them. They're basically working on a promise. They're not working on a guarantee. I hope you've learned some information on what is an indexed annuity today. If you have any questions or like to share anything with it, you can feel free to email me at info@cisforlife.com. For more information that we could share for you, please visit guardyoursavings.com. For more about educating here first. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video today. Take care and God bless.